Welcome back to the second of all time of Baked Beyond Belief. We've decided to cut out the little part where we have to get baked because that was taking way too much time. So, we've already passed that point, and I'd like to introduce our guest.
I've been here the whole
Guided
time.
through darkness. Alex
Wow.
Scott.
Wow, that was I am not the guest.
Oh, sorry.
I was here last time. You just didn't pan the camera.
Yeah.
This is Zack. You might remember him from Hit.
Closer.
You might want to remember.
You might want to remember.
Alex, take it away.
This is Zack. You will remember him from previous videos we've done.
Every Halloween you would have seen him.
Yeah.
I think there's only been one Halloween.
Both two Halloweens.
Both 2 Halloweens.
Oh, were you there for the pumpkin carving as well?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All Halloween episodes.
All Halloween episodes.
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
see
He's the
Zack.
Halloween Squatch.
Apparently.
The Squatch.
Squatch. Yeah.
I have a punishment right now. I have to use the baby stand because I don't know. It's something I have to do.
This is actually Never Give Up Man. He hates just giving up.
Yeah, it's his twin alter ego.
Put sunglasses on for added emphasis. This is a podcast, so I have to explain what I do.
Yes.
Just a reminder. Yeah, we're also
So
we're,
loud.
we're baked beyond belief, but we're also
Drunk unimaginably.
in traditional just giving up fashion.
Yeah.
What's the punishment if you can believe?
What if you
Beyond
can
belief.
just
So
die.
if you can believe it,
Religion.
yeah.
That's the punishment.
you have to go to
Wow, that
you have-
might piss off a lot of people.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna elaborate on that, but now I don't want to because he said that.
Most of them are about earning forgiveness. So I guess.
yeah, no, you're right.
You have to attend the church of your choice.
If you can believe what we talk about,
Yeah.
I've made a bad punishment.
That's actually a pretty cool band name, eh?
What?
What would you say before? It's like something forgiveness. Earning forgiveness.
Yeah.
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 Church of your choice.
Church of your choice. Nah, that's kind of like...
Well, for like 2 of us, that'd be
There
easy.
probably is. You know how many freaking Christian bands and stuff like that?
Oh,
there?
yeah, probably.
With random ass names.
You're not wrong.
Like Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold?
Yeah, it was
Is
just
that a Christian
it
band?
was a joke. They're not
No.
Christian metal. So anyway, what's something that you can't believe? It's something that like a fact, like something in your head. You're like, God damn, that's crazy. Because I got one.
You got one?
I got one.
Does
All right.
Zach have one?
No.
No, the guest.
Okay, so I got one. Would
Lead
you
the
guys
pack.
would you guys swim in a pool that has a dead body in it?
Are you talking about the dead body?
Like
A human? Is
like
it
yeah,
a
like
human
a
body?
human body, like someone deceased is in that pool.
Actively in the pool?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
was
actively in the pool.
No.
Like
Yeah, you wouldn't, right?
Yeah.
No, and a lot of people wouldn't. And if any of you were going to say yes, I was going to say that's unbelievable.
well, what I wanted to say is, like, if I actively have the choice to go to a pool without a body, I would probably go to the pool without the body.
Yeah, but like, so you wouldn't swim in the one that has the deceased person's body in.
Over the one that doesn't.
Yeah,
I just thought of something. There's almost certainly a whole bunch of dead bodies in the ocean. So what's the
well,
size
let's go.
limit?
Yeah, you're talking about this
How big is a pool?
We all
did you
have seen
did
this
you
TikTok.
yeah, we've all seen this. Okay.
We've all seen this.
Yeah,
I
so
go,
like
probably.
everybody has a body to water body to water
Water to
ratio.
the water.
Everybody has a body to water ratio that they're okay with.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
forgot
that's
about
all.
that.
I think really as long as if you can actively see the body, it's too close.
Yeah, if it's bumping into me, I'm over it.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I'm over the body too. I'm okay with it once it's bumping.
Probably a football field. Like if it was at the one end
What
of
the fuck,
no,
Stefan?
Like the size of an Olympic sized pool.
It's like in my day.
yeah, it's, as long as it's this size. But what if you can see it?
but I feel like
If the answer is not a definite no, man, I got so many questions.
I feel like with an Olympic sized pool, you wouldn't be able to see it if, like, when you're in the water. Like if you didn't.
what if
take
it's
a
like what if
glance-
it's like what if they like have it hanging to the point where you can see it?
Oh, then yeah, no.
Question.
Okay.
Question.
But like that's very specifically like oriented where it's above the water. If it's just floating in the water,
I mean,
like,
floating in the water. Like you dive under and you're like, oh, there's Steven.
Oh, I'd probably get out. But like, I also don't open my eyes underwater. So like, it depends if I would actually see it if it was in the water.
But question, like, how big is an Olympic-sized pool? Because like when I think of Olympic-sized pool, I think of like those little ones where they swim back and forth.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You mean on TV?
Huh?
You mean like the Olympic ones on
Yeah,
TV?
dude.
Yeah.
Olympic
You realize, you realize that's like 500 meters, right?
that is, I don't believe it. I don't believe it, guys. You must
TV
be
makes
sucking.
it small, but like for like back and forth, it's the pool size is like 500 meters. Like it's a very big ass pool.
If this does not say big ass when I look this up, I'm gonna cry.
I want to check
I
your
will
search
scream.
history.
Do it.
I'll check your. Hey,
Just
Alex.
looking up the size of an
up?
Olympic sized pool. Is that what you're doing right now?
You know what I wouldn't believe you would let me do right now?
What?
Read your search history. Live no, it's not live, but on the podcast.
Yeah, no, I won't. 'Cause there's like porn there, and I just don't want that out.
Like weird stuff?
No.
Yeah, I think it's so weird.
Who ripped ass?
I don't
Or is it
believe
just
it.
the faint smell of weed? Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I don't smell anything.
Do you still want more of this,
I'm okay. All right, let's take bets.
Zach?
How big is an Olympic-sized pool?
I think it's 500 meters.
Okay, Stefan over here says 500
There's a-
meters.
I think there's a couple different kinds.
20
There's, like, the
feet.
speed one.
One second. Let me read this fully.
Is there different kinds?
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, there is only one Olympic
only one.
regulation-sized pool.
So they do like the synchronized swimming, the same pool they do the long races.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, probably.
Because if you think of it, like there's like 50 people in the.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there's 1, 2, 3,
You know what? It actually
4,
might be 100
5,
meters long.
6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9
Because I don't.
lanes, and
Yeah.
like it literally says a specific measurement. Did you look at my phone?
No.
It literally says a specific measurement.
Yeah, I still think it's
Like
I think it's 500, but that
375
could
or
also just be
something. I
high
think it's
me.
like a weird amount because
I'm
slope.
gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna take a Hail Mary.
375.
Okay, okay. Let's just make this more specific.
length?
How long and how wide?
Oh,
Wide. Lengthwise, I think is 500. Width maybe like 100.
Okay,
100 what?
meters.
Meters.
Yeah, I think meters.
I don't think it's very big. Like I think it's like I don't know. Well, like the thing is like after I say I don't think it's very big, I'm about to say something that is like actually big because like a pool is big. Like no matter
Yeah,
the
yeah.
size of the pool, it has to
Yeah.
like unless like a kitty. Okay, I'm getting into different areas right now.
Yeah. Let's just get with the Olympic-sized pool. What's your guess?
100. No. Two. I don't know. 200 by 100 feet.
200 by 100. Okay, so
Feet.
Feet.
Yeah.
so that's
Give it to me in meters, bro. Everything's
That's
in
like-
meters.
Okay, I have
Not
the
a lot.
answer.
That's like
It's
20
in meters. All right.
I feel like it's not a really nice.
Sure. I'll do 100 by. I'll do 100 by 50.
100 by 50 meters. Okay, and Zach.
I feel like I've heard that it's not like on 100. It's like a 80 or something like that.
Okay.
Ooh.
8320.
8320. Okay, so you said 500, 100.
Yeah.
You said 100.
I don't know, man. I just.
All right,
I
you know,
just-
I'll just fucking tell you guys. Okay.
This was
So
too long.
Olympic-sized pools measure 50 meters long and 25 meters wide, with a
Damn.
minimum of 2 meters deep.
That's
Damn.
not big.
It's
That
not
is
as big
not-
as you thought. So
when I'm thinking of like a 100-meter race, I'm thinking of them doing it once, not back and forth.
I don't think there's 100-meter swims, bro.
I don't know how far.
Yeah, it would be there and back. Yeah, because you can see them like flip.
Oh, that's right. They flip. No, you're right. Yeah. I didn't think of that.
I don't know. Haven't gone swimming in probably nearly. I don't know. Like 15 years probably.
Oh my god, bro! Really?
I don't go swimming.
Shit.
Pool bar doesn't.
No,
count.
it would have been before that. It's like it would have been like maybe like
Oh.
minimum like 7 years ago, 6 years ago.
Did
You
you
went
hear?
to Sobel the one weekend.
Did you hear what he said?
Did we swim?
He said pool bar doesn't count.
Oh, pool bar doesn't count from Cuba.
But does it?
You're not actually swimming. You're just in a pool.
Well, I'm sorry. The last time I was in a pool, I didn't fucking Olympic swim.
Yeah. But
I think as long as you get to the point in there where you hover, like your feet don't touch the ground.
Yeah, probably don't do that in a pool bar. There's
Yeah, you
shit.
don't.
You've never
Yeah.
you don't like sink down and like lift your legs up and like float for a second, or you don't like kind of like just breaststroke.
Probably not.
Yeah, we don't actively swim when we drink.
Tend to be able to
I
walk
do.
through it, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're like what, like 8, 9.
Jesus Christ.
You're Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Oh my God.
9 foot tall Jesus. No,
Speaking of religion, is that
one or two?
Six-
I don't know. I don't
know.
measure myself either.
No.
this fucking guy? Yeah, I don't either.
Multiple ways.
Okay.
So I listened to the last podcast, of course, just slightly off camera.
Yeah.
And I didn't mention these things until this one.
Okay.
To be polite. But there's two kind of theories about ghosts you didn't go into.
Okay.
One is the sound that's supposed to vibrate your eyes.
What did you just
vibrate your
fucking say?
eyes?
It's infrasound, so it's lower than we can hear.
Okay.
And they linked a bunch of like famous haunted places to places where this sound shows up.
Oh.
And they said
What?
it might resonate with the eye and make like your eye thinks it sees something because it gets information from not light. And then your brain kind of
interesting.
makes it up as a person, especially if you hear there's supposed to be a ghost there.
Wow.
What's that tapping?
Stefan.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Oh, shaking my leg.
I'm so confused. Like, it has to do with light entering your eye, and
No.
No,
Because your eye, its whole job is to process visual things. But if the sound will like vibrate the parts and make a false something's happened. And it thinks it's seeing something because that's what the eye does.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, what's the other theory?
I think I'm seeing a beer.
Significantly more crazy is that ghosts are like time travel.
I've heard about that. too.
The reason why they're all people from like the 1800s old style ghosts is because you're actually seeing back there and they're probably also freaking out about a ghost from the future.
Yeah, I've actually heard that before, and I always thought that was super interesting.
Like, why are they scared and running? Because they also see a ghost.
Yeah, they're like, get out, get out. It's actually some like fucking preacher doing an exorcist in like your home
But wouldn't that theory get like...
back then.
Yeah, but like wouldn't that theory get like crushed because we don't see futuristic ghosts?
Yeah.
We only see old ghosts.
How do you know that?
I don't remember someone running around being like,
That's what
unless if you're
aliens-
saying,
That's aliens, boy.
yeah, unless if you're saying that fashion really goes back,
Or
like 100 years from now.
or society resets itself.
The future.
I think that's a worse thought.
Why do you think it's a worse thought?
I don't know. One's like fashion, and the other one's like,
Man,
whip
like I don't know.
thought.
I kind of believe that like a fucking asteroid or like I don't know a winter fucking wonderland resets Earth. Like, dude, look at all this crazy shit like the pyramids and like what was it? There was the Easter Island with those like fucking giant statue.
Yeah.
Like bought like head things. Like, if you think about back then, how would they build that? They had to have far like more advanced technology than we thought.
Manpower is a lot more efficient than people kind of realize because humans now are not significantly smarter than humans then. We just have more stuff to use. So
I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, like we had penicillin, they couldn't figure that out.
yeah,
like,
after
their
you
life
discover it, and I'm not saying that's not significant, but like a genius then could see like how water works to utilize things.
That's true. Okay, I see what you're saying. They can be just as resourceful, but we kind of discovered more things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
base knowledge. So
Right.
yeah, we know how to do a whole bunch of things because they slowly figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but it's just like we don't know. We don't know 100%.
That was also like the pharaohs and stuff when that time was built was also when like math was actively being used in the Middle East, right? So like
Something I do want to say before we move away from like the ghost thing is that you're talking about like we don't see futuristic ghosts, but Alex, in the same breath that he said he sees ghosts, he said he also saw shadow people.
That's true.
We don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Like, what if that is futuristic?
What if there is no future?
Well, past ghosts are supposed to be white, so maybe future ghosts are black.
Yeah, that's why you see
Ethnic.
That's very progressive.
That's why you see shadow people.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So stupid.
It's like
Or maybe it's
2025.
because our brains can process the past but can't process the future because the past happened. That is not. I don't know where my brain's going down that route, but
Yeah.
It's also really messed up because it's almost impossible to the point where science really doesn't anymore separate time and space.
okay, or you need to say that again.
So if time happened where nothing was, nothing happens. So time didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
If you have something completely empty that you left it alone forever and nothing would change, effectively time doesn't affect it. So if you can separate any things moving, it's the only way you can measure time happened. So if there's no things, there's no time.
Where did this come from again?
You just broke my brain, bro. You just fucking softball that in there like.
What was this in
that's why,
context to
like,
again though?
That's what I'm saying.
Because we're talking about future ghosts. So I'm saying time travel needs to be time-space travel, or you're not right. If you went back in time, even a fraction of a second, the universe has moved so far, you'd be in the middle of space nowhere. If you just moved time.
That's what you mean.
Yeah. I see. That makes sense. Wow. You need like both powers, like both like concepts.
They are
be able to.
basically inseparable.
Yeah.
Because you can't measure space without time, and if time stops, there's
nothing. Yeah, nothing. Makes sense.
All right. Yeah, that fucked my head up significantly.
I believe it.
I believe it. It just I never thought of it.
Yeah, that's a lot of science stuff now. They're gotten far enough that it's like this. It stops making sense because it's just so far away from regular day-to-day stuff.
What?
Like what?
Oh, you're talking about like the science behind it,
like space-time and even genetics. Yeah. Like we don't functionally see what's happening with DNA in our bodies, but we can now.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. That stuff is crazy. Like they can like predict what your baby is going to look like. 100%.
They've done it for like cave people. Like,
yeah.
We have this pinky bone, and we can reconstruct what it looks like based on genetics and what that does to people.
Yeah.
It's like this gene is working in this, and this gene does this when it's on in a person. So these people probably look like that. And they're like, probably looks like caveman. They show a picture that looks, what do you think of what a caveman looks? It kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious to do like on a date. Like, this is what our babies would look like. And just make them look like super butt ugly.
No. I think I'd be super just like, no, I'm out. See you later.
Yeah, right.
Like, there's no way.
Immediate babies are ugly.
Yeah, babies are fucking like newborn babies. They look like aliens, but like then they kind of get like some facial features, and then they become cute. But like, gross.
Yeah, like the babies like immediately like 10 minutes after you're like,
See, but I feel as though like if it's your own baby, you're immediately like, oh my God, it's so cute. Like I've met so many people, they're like, my baby is the most adorable thing. And I'm like, oh, awesome. I like cute things. And I see them like, your baby is not that cute.
Yeah, my sister's going to have a baby soon. Not super excited. Don't like babies. A couple years when it's a kid, we're good. Don't like
we
babies.
tight, right?
don't worry. That's essentially what happened with me. Do I sound echoey to you?
Do you have
guys?
a kid?
Okay.
His sister.
Just my headphones then.
It's
Yeah,
also,
my sister has kids.
it's also you talking yourself.
Yeah.
Because like I think everybody's sound like when they hear their own voice, it sounds a little different.
Yeah. I'm hearing it on my own head and it's coming through my ears, making it sound echoey.
Also, Zach, how would you feel if that clip we just clipped it and sent it right to your sister?
I'm pretty sure she knows that I don't like babies.
Sick.
Yeah.
So, wait, your younger sister has kids?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. That's so messed up to me.
Just two.
Just because, like, I remember your sister from, like, growing up.
Yeah.
Right? It's crazy.
He doesn't
Just make
believe
you,
it.
To just make you feel old.
I don't believe it. Yes.
He's baked beyond believing that.
Yep.
Yeah. What's one thing that's happened to you in your life where you just couldn't believe it? You're like, oh my God.
I live a very boring life. I go to work and I go home and I sleep and I play video games.
Okay, so is there anything there that's
Trying to think of something.
Tell him about that time you got stabbed.
Wait, you got stabbed?
Yeah.
Wait, what do you? Yeah.
It's
What do you
nothing.
mean?
It's not like puncture wound. What? Kind of just fucking around and a little bit drunk. I think it was Cody. He had his knife out for no reason and like fake stabbed. And I was like, don't do that. And he stabbed me in the head.
Oh, okay. Because I know you do security,
Yeah.
so I was
No.
like, this motherfucker got shanked with a piece of steel.
I can't even tell. I don't remember. I think it was this hand. It just looks like a regular hand line. So I can't find the scar anymore.
That's fair.
I remember one time when I was in elementary school, not one time, like one day in particular. There's this one kid, who was my friend, and he got like stabbed by another kid, but like right before he stabbed him, they used to have like this joke that they would say to each other that was, "I'ma stab you." But they never did.
Yeah.
They never stabbed each other. But that day, he said, "I'ma stab you," and he fucking stabbed him.
Who the fuck was this?
Two kids from my elementary kids. Why am I talking like I'm like a teacher?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know these people. Who was it?
Fuck. I don't know if I want to say names. So
Why?
I can just bleep it if you really.
Okay. Brett McCarl
Okay.
and fuck. I think Chris Boland.
I don't recognize either of those people. Okay, but like, was it like an actual aggravated thing? Like he set.
I don't know, because they used to joke about, like, they used to make that exact joke to each other every single day. Like, it's like, it was like an "I'm gonna stab you." Like, it was
I'm gonna stab you.
you know how, like, for a very long time, like, suicide jokes were popular. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself, and it's like a joke.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like that. Like, it was like an edgy humor for the time, and yeah.
But like,
That's fair.
like, was there like a police report kind of shit? Did like police?
I
get
think
involved?
so, because I think it happened at school. I think they had to.
Like, what did you stab him with at school then?
A knife, bro.
You
brought
you
a
don't
knife?
just
Why is
have
it-
a knife at
Why
school
does a kid
though.
have a knife?
You know, I'm asking myself the same thing.
Yeah, like AJ has all the answers here.
I just remember, like, some kids are into knives. So some kids, like,
Really?
that's like their thing, is like having a knife, or like some people, that's like a personality trait, is just having a knife on them at all times. But this kid just had a knife, and he was like playing around. He's like, "I'm gonna stab you," because he had a knife in his hand, and he fucking stabbed.
Do you know if it was like a full on in stab, or if it was like a jab? Did he like twist the blade around, going for a couple more?
Like, did he try to kill him, or is it just
was it just like a one?
I'm actually gonna stab you for this joke? He's like, oh shit, I stabbed him.
Like, I remember he did it, and like, I can't remember where the cut was, man. I've been like trying to remember. I think it was across his like arm or something, or like, but like it was a fucking cut.
No,
Like-
he
like-
went in for it.
Like, it was a cut, but like it was like I remember the scar being like long. That's all I can't remember where it was, but like I remember it being a long scar. And I don't know what that means.
I'm assuming they're not friends anymore.
I don't know, because I think it was it was a joke, and like something maybe similar to what happened with Zack and Cody. Sweet life.
Yeah.
I just put that together.
Pretty popular when we were young children.
and also friends. What was the question?
I don't think there was a question. Oh, it was like, was it like intent to kill? No, you already answered that.
I don't know. I was a fucking child.
What'd you ask? You asked if I had something I didn't believe.
Yeah.
Not really a lot happens. Most stuff I like look back on and there's a pretty easy explanation.
Well, what about stuff that you've seen like online? You're like, I don't believe that. Or like, I'm like, I can't believe that.
Yeah, there's some fucked up shit online.
Right? Like Reddit. Like some things you've seen on Reddit. Like,
I mean, it's stuff that like people are lying about is a lot different than I don't believe it. I don't believe you because you're a liar is different than I think this is impossible.
Man, there's got to be something that like just fucking stops the cogs in your head. Like there's like people falling off of skyscrapers and like surviving and shit like that.
Yeah, there's lots of interesting stuff, but I anything that I really don't know the question to, I try to figure it out. So I don't think there's anything. There's stuff that's weird. Full tangent that'll probably stop this conversation. They did a test to see if people were psychic, where they had, it was like university students, but had somebody playing Tetris that couldn't see.
Yeah.
And another person playing Tetris thinking about what would be a good position for that piece. And the people that had somebody thinking about doing the right thing played better than the people that didn't have anybody thinking about the right thing. So there's a person playing Tetris that couldn't see the screen, and a person watching the screen thinking about what a good thing to do would be, and the person playing did better when there was somebody thinking about good things than there wasn't.
Oh, wait. So what does that say then? So why is there a psychic thing?
Well,
so wait,
there's something about the one person thinking about the right thing, the other person psychic.
Oh, sorry, the guy who's playing couldn't see the screen.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, my brain wasn't piecing all together everything you were saying. But yeah, that makes sense. See how I said piecing together? That was a good joke.
It's not like the person understood and it was perfect. It's just like somewhat noticeably better when there's somebody thinking about the right thing to do.
That's weird.
Ooh.
Like in like another room?
I'm not sure how they set it up. This is like,
It's just like the paper.
I heard it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I like listening to people that talk about weird science news stuff.
So is the idea that somebody is able to receive ideas from somebody else there?
Yeah. Just like the passive thoughts of a person kind of bleed into the people around them. Imperceptibly. Because like not like the person didn't hear a voice telling them what to do. They just were their random choices skewed towards what the other person was thinking.
Okay, what am I thinking right now?
I have no clue.
Beer.
Too high for this.
Nope. None of those things. But
Oh.
I appreciate the effort. And I'm not going to tell you what I was thinking about.
Okay.
Was it Alex naked?
No, it was just something super out of context.
Wow.
Okay.
That's fair.
I have one more
Okay.
psychic linked story. It's a lot worse.
Why
Because
is it
it's Russians did the experiment.
Oh. So you don't know.
Wow.
So they took some rabbits.
And the gulags?
and they just had babies, and they took the babies in a nuclear submarine, or the mom, I forget. One of them they took down into nuclear submarine and killed the babies and timed it on like a nuclear watch.
I've heard of this, yeah.
And the mother rabbit showed stress signals at the same time as the babies were killed.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that, like a weird link.
Yeah, some kind of psychic link.
Mm-hmm.
And
What did the radioactivity have to do with it?
I don't know. There's just like those go really deep.
Yeah,
It kind of is a thing of how far they managed to take it away and like under huge amounts of water and sealed up.
Yeah, that's nuts. It's pretty cool. I like that.
I don't like that.
Well,
That-
poor bunnies, but like
No, it's not
the
good.
experiment is interesting.
So I'm taking everything everybody says here as fact, just so you're, just so
you should
guys
probably get away from that exercise.
Nope.
Okay.
I definitely, this is like third hand information, so 4 for you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pretend like I know what everyone's thinking
Yeah,
from now
pretend
on.
But we're saying it on a podcast. It must be true.
Oh, I forgot about
Must be
that.
true.
The Joe Rogan law.
Yep. If it's on a podcast, it's true.
The law of Joe Rogan.
Wait, so Zach, what fantasy creature would you fuck?
Why are you going back to this question?
And he wasn't on it.
Stefan, what do you want to tell us?
yeah. This
This
I
is
mean, they're
don't take this away from Stefan. Hold on. He's asking this for a reason here.
the second time.
I just need to know, for whatever reason, if we isekai into an anime, if you would fuck.
What do you want?
kind?
What is the creature
there's a
that
very
you want?
simple answer, and that's is it the sexy version? Because there's a sexy version of all of them and a monster version of all of them. And the sexy version, probably yes. The monster version, almost certainly no.
Okay, so Zach's answer.
That's a good
Zach's
answer.
Like,
Zach's
there's a
answer
difference
is
between a
anything.
Most of them, it doesn't matter if they're a monster, if they're mostly a beautiful woman that has monster powers or whatever, like the sexy version of the monster is.
But like, what if it's like so this is the one we went to. What if it's like a fish what if it's like a fish head but a lady's body?
See, that'd be like a monster one. That's not the sexy version.
You like the lady body fish? Fish. You like a fish?
You like the lady body fish?
I prefer the fish to be the legs.
But like, what if you
Yeah.
had to do the fish anatomy?
It wouldn't work.
what if
I could not.
what if
Zach, in this context,
No, sorry.
1 second. Okay, what about this? What if it had a lady face, a lady head, fish brain? So it's
That's
like but fish body.
perfect.
just a human face on a fish. It's fucking Seaman.
You could. You could semen it.
Wait,
No.
You could be the seaman.
There's a video game. I think it's freaking like Leonard Nimoy's the voice. It's called Seaman, and it's this terrible fish with a human head and like a dongle thing on his head, and you like talk to it. And it was one of the worst video games probably ever exist that's functional. Like it, because it's just the weirdest fucking thing. It just talks to you about things, and you're supposed to be able to talk back, but it's before they had good talking back. Look it up sometime. Seaman.
That sounds awful.
I don't. Zach, I'm going to be 100 with you. I don't know if I'm going to look it up.
I will get a picture of Seaman to show you, and you'll be
God.
excited.
Alex,
Yes, sir.
Did you say like a woman body, fish?
No. I said a woman head,
Yeah.
fish body, but fish brain. So like the person has human features in the face. Like it's a person's face, but like there's nothing going on in that head.
no.
Like it's just like
What
And
if,
it's a fish
how about
body?
this? How about this?
Yeah.
How about this? A woman upper half, fish bottom, fish brain.
You mean like mermaid with a fish brain?
This is Seaman.
what the absolute
what?
fuck.
I hate that.
It's awful.
That's actually
It's truly one of the worst things.
yeah. No, I couldn't now.
After seeing it, no.
Do I have to put that on screen, or does Stefan need to put that on
Yeah,
screen?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get him to
It's
send me a
literally
picture.
one of the first. I just Googled Seaman images and it was one of the
Okay,
first things.
I'll do that. When I'm
But
editing.
Alex, you didn't answer my question.
Yeah, what's up?
Female upper half,
Okay.
fish lower half,
Okay.
fish brain.
Fuck no.
So, okay, why not?
One fish brain if you flopping around everywhere.
Okay, how
that's
about
all
this?
weird.
How about this? Human woman fish brain.
What does that even mean though?
What?
A fish brain.
Human woman fish brain. You said that all at once. What is that?
he's
What is a
asking if
human
you would
woman
have
fish
sex
brain?
with a woman with the brain of a fish. It's a normal woman, except they're fish. You have fish brain.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's a no for me.
All of these,
no chance.
I have the option to say no to, and I'm going to say no
Yeah.
every time. I don't have to have sex with any of these.
Would you have sex with a fish?
No. There has been no like this or that. It's just been would you? And every time I'm going to say no.
How about a normal human woman, but every year on a certain day she converts to the brain of a fish?
No. No,
one day a year?
I don't have to say yes to any of these.
How frequently did I say?
You said once a year.
She's the woman of your dreams in every perfect way.
That's the only flaw is that once
Yeah.
a year
She
she
turns
goes
into
kind
a
of like
fish?
How long is that once a year? Is it like
24 hours.
24, like
24
a day,
hours?
like a day
A
once
day,
a
a
year.
full day.
Once a
She's
year.
just like,
Yeah, so she kind of
baby,
just like sitting on
baby,
like
go in your closet. I'm just gonna lock you away for.
but you have to make sure she's like in her tank appropriately.
Yeah, that's cool.
At
she
like
randomly gets to
midnight.
breathe water.
Yeah, if she's the dream girl. Like I'll be like, hey baby, it's time for you to go in your tank, and she'll be like, and I'll just toss her in.
You're so kind.
So kind.
Okay.
But before that day, every day or after, I'm taking her to sushi.
Fish don't care. Fish eat fish all the time.
Yeah, exactly. But then I'll look at her. She's like, you might not make it out. I'm kidding, but
I wonder.
Might not
Never.
just to let you know.
One more thing that's crazy when we're on fish. Eels, they don't know how eels have kids. It's 100%. You know, all eel kids are
okay.
from one spot in the ocean, and they spread out from the world.
Whoa, okay, wait, sorry. So you said eels don't know eels. So like, wait a second.
No, we don't know how eels have
we
kids.
don't know how
People
eels
do
have
not
kids.
entirely understand the life cycle of an eel.
Okay, I was going to say, I feel like all fish don't know where other fish come from. But
But no, the by when the biggest garbage patches, like under that is where all the eels are born, and they're like little see-through things, and then somehow they spread out through wherever there's actual eels.
The world.
wait, so we don't know how eels are.
Like they have a lot of
reproduce.
guesses, but
Have they not went to that spot and like investigated?
Yeah, but they
But they
don't
all come
see-
from there.
yeah, every true eel. So there's a bunch of things that are called eels that aren't technically eels. They're knife fish.
Yeah.
So if
Like
they
electric eel is not an eel; it's a knife fish.
can they tell if an eel and a male email a male and a female eel?
A male email.
And I don't know too much about it. I know they're studying it, but they're like, this one spot in the ocean, there's these like larval eels.
Yeah.
And that's the only spot that they are. They thought it was a different species for a long time. They're like, wait, this turned into an eel.
Can we not just take like a handful of those and then like put them in
I
our
don't
own
know.
tanks and just have them reproduce and
Yeah, and
watch?
see if they do.
Yeah.
There's probably something, but it's like a big mystery on how eels actively function.
Yeah, it's because like I remember hearing about this study.
Remind
that?
me later. E-girl.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So the study went along the lines of like, for some reason in captivity they only are one certain type, but they've found it where like some of the freshwater eels off of the coast of like Florida and stuff is the exact same as one of the life cycles of the eel. And then they go back into the ocean at another life cycle, and they don't know exactly, like a moray eels, the big ones in the ocean, right?
I'm very confused.
Are you?
You almost can't believe it.
I'm almost baked beyond belief.
almost baked beyond belief. So, but I understand the study, but like because they only found out recently that certain eels that they thought was different were different breeds.
Yeah, like there's eels in the English Channel, and they go to the opposite ocean somehow.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of, so I'm looking this up and it says freshwater eels spawn. Right? Yeah, freshwater eels spawn in the Sargasso Sea. I don't fucking know what that is. After migrating thousands of miles from freshwater streams and rivers. Researchers believe, right? So they don't know, they believe. Yeah. They believe they spawn via external fertilization. The females release millions of eggs into the water where they are fertilized by the male sperm. After this, they die.
Is one chick?
Yeah,
That's fairly normal for fish.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah, that sounds right.
salmon.
So you
do
just
it
fucking
famously.
bust a nut and you just roll over?
Yeah,
Yep.
we talked about this in the last podcast. Check it out. You can look at it.
Did we?
You can check it out because Stefan will actually add a tag up in the corner right now on the YouTube version of the podcast. So he's gonna have to make sure that he that he remembers the number of the time that I'm talking right now. I believe I you know what, Stefan, you can prove me wrong, but I don't think you'll do it.
I'll probably, well, if it's in the video, it's going to remind me, because if I had to actively try to remember it, I wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, see, like that's why I give Stefan all the cues.
Wait, so we talked about that? How like
I
fish
don't remember the
die after they like just bust a nut?
No, we talked about like how I think we talked about like which thing that we would in the last podcast we were talking about how I'm also just like making sure we never get sponsored by dropping the F-bomb,
Okay.
because like they detect how many times you say the F-bomb, and then
Okay.
we talked about time. We talked about how like if you had to have sex with a fish, you just bust on the
Oh, on the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were still talking
yeah.
about having sex with a mermaid. And then we started talking about how fish spawn eggs, and they just, like release the eggs on like a rock pile, and most of the time the other fish just comes over and jizzes on it.
And just like,
Yeah, and then yeah, we did talk about that. I forgot we talked.
we did
about
talk
that.
about that, right?
Well, I'm glad that you guys remembered, because I half did.
I remembered something else that may or may not have happened.
Okay.
No, I said it before.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I don't know if that happened or not.
okay.
I heard freezing to death is a good way to die.
I heard that too. I heard it's very calming.
You just kind of go to sleep and then
Yeah.
you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
do you think probably like one of the better ways? Honest, I don't like saying this. I was about to say like I wonder if one of the better ways to die is like a drug overdose.
So I've heard.
Because
Depends on the drug,
yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
because you would go at like the highest point
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
that you can achieve
Yeah.
in that. But I hate saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that is a good way to go.
If anybody's like
a lot,
thinking about that, just get help, please.
Stefan will edit a number onto the screen right now for help.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Call
we
this
mentioned
number.
it's probably already automatically in the bottom.
Call
Yeah.
1-844 437 3247.
Is that actually a number?
It exists.
Is that
You just
actually like
say
the
a
suicide
number.
prevention number?
It's here 24/7.
Oh,
Damn.
okay, yeah.
Well, I think it was a TikTok, probably a while ago if I've seen it, because I don't watch it on TikTok. Of like a guy Googling, my boyfriend hits me, and the first thing that comes up is trauma. If you put my girlfriend hits me, it didn't.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that on TikTok.
And they fixed it now because it showed up on things.
Yep. Good. I'm glad that it did.
Wait.
because
Run that
fucked
by
up.
me again?
Okay, so what a guy did as like a small experiment is that he put into Google, my boyfriend hits me, and like the hotlines and all the numbers show up. But if he typed in my girlfriend hits me, it wouldn't show up at all. Like none of it would show up. And apparently
Yeah.
Zack was saying that it's changed now. Like Google actively changed it.
Yeah, it's probably a
because
good
it
idea.
it kind of went viral on TikTok.
Yeah,
like,
I can see that.
Right. So
My
Probably
question
shouldn't go into a tangent about self-harm, but
My question about that
do
is like, I wonder when they added it, because if it's 2022, I think you have to, if they added it in like 2021, 2022, we're in a timeline where that is something that you have to add regardless of gender,
yeah.
because you will get backlash for it later. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like something like that, you have to like preemptively know. Like, I feel like I know that a lot of like even the videos we shoot would get some backlash just for being insensitive or some shit.
Yeah, for drinking on camera.
Not even that.
I don't want to get into cancel culture, but I just
Yeah.
want to say I hate it.
Yeah, I hate cancel culture as well.
Yeah, it is what it is.
yeah.
I think there's extremists on all sides. Like don't get me wrong, there's definitely some things that like people raise a hand for and just say like, hey, that's not cool. right? Like one thing I can think of, and like I know this is like a straight up like everybody's gonna be like that was fucked, but there was like a content creator in Russia or something where he was just super mean to his girlfriend all the time, and he like that was like part of what he did, and he like locked her outside in the cold and she froze to death.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he went to jail for that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's like he did content for a while, right? And like I feel as though nowadays that wouldn't happen, which is good. So like there's some parts of like that are good, but like there's a lot of like the cancel culture
I don't
that just
think it
doesn't-
would. I think if it gained traction, it would change, because I feel like that still happens on YouTube, and it just kind of goes under the wire and only is popular with a certain like group of people that it has to catch on to a mainstream where someone says something and then it catches on Twitter and then it goes all over YouTube, and then that's when, because like there was a couple of them where like it was parents like playing pranks on their kids and stuff, and you can clearly tell that the kids were like traumatized and were like actively saying no in videos like I don't want to do this, and the parents making them do it. But that went on for like 5 years before it finally like came across some bigger news stream. Like it was Philip DeFranco who found it, like that family, and it came across his feed because someone sent it to him because they came across their feed, and they're like, he's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And got it out there. But like that channel would have just kept going.
Man, that's fucked, man. Some people just like the way I don't know how to say it. Like, how do you not know you're treating someone terribly, or like you're abusing somebody? And or if you do know it, how do you just disregard it? Like, it's really fucked
the very
up.
simple and unfortunate thing is the people believe that their happiness is more important than other people's.
But like, what about that makes you happy?
But we don't know.
Not you. What about that? Like, I can't even put myself in a mindset where I'm like, hurting this innocent person makes me happy.
Well, it'd probably be the level of them being very narcissistic. Right? So like,
I understand.
So like trying to get into the mindset of someone that's extremely narcissistic to that point is like hard, because you're just like, I guess I'm like thinking I'm a god of some sort.
Aren't you like a psychology major?
Yeah, but I'm not studying narcissism.
What are you studying then?
I'm studying suicide prevention.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, that's cool.
Like I'm not actively studying narcissism.
Is narcissism an element?
It could be a negative element for someone else, but you're talking actively about like they're doing it to other people. We don't understand how. Because I'm not studying how a narcissist thinks. Like I'd be the other end of someone coming to me being like, this person's being shitty. I'm like, yeah, they're a narcissist.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sometimes the narcissists believe everybody else is shitty, and that's why their life is bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a
That's
word.
very true.
It's called sonder, S-O-N-D-E-R.
Yeah.
And it is the noun for the moment you realize that everybody else has a life as complex as yours. And most people,
When you come to that realization,
I think a lot of people nowadays don't. They don't see people as somebody that they have as many little problems and important things in their life as you do.
Well, because when a lot of people's existence is to showcase their life in such a prim and proper way online, it's hard for you to think that like nowadays the first time you hear or see somebody is online, and it's only what they want to showcase, right? But I feel as though back then you'd hear about somebody, like you'd meet their family, or like you'd meet them through people, so you kind of hear things about their life already. But nowadays you just see their profile picture. You're like, that person just looks happy all the time. Like your brain would just make that assumption.
it could also be as in like I understand like when you watch a TV show, right? And there's the main character, but then there's all like the background characters.
Yeah.
Right? That is how people probably most of the time see themselves, is like, I am the main character of this TV show. And there's background characters. What Zack's saying is that word is when all of a sudden you clue in.
There's another TV show following the other guy on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And like you actually said something like that to me a while ago. Like people will always like, fuck, how did you word it? It was something about like even in conversations, people will automatically always relate to themselves rather than think about the other person's situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
all I was talking about there is how like people are so self-absorbed in themselves that they won't really think of what other people are doing too often because they're so focused on what's going on in their own little world. So like, even if they do, like, even if like there is something that like they'll forget like in like 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Right. I think of also like, as a human species, the program is around you to keep you alive.
Of course.
And keep going, right? So like, it's not that hard of a thought of like, yeah, I just think about myself all the time, like day to day, and like other people background, like passerbys, right?
Well, yeah, you are you.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what? What are you laughing at?
Yeah, what are you laughing at?
What's that fucking?
The way that I'm saying things?
I started thinking about this this fucking TikToker, and okay, this is where we get to the baked part here. I showed Alex this TikToker last night that I found, and he lives in Ottawa, Ontario. I don't know what his TikTok name is or whatever, but it's one of his songs is "We are the princes and princesses of," and I just started thinking about it. It just made me laugh.
Man, that guy makes some great like content. I personally am not into the music he writes, but he like
Neither am I.
The way he markets himself and the way he like shows himself on camera is really good. Yeah, it's actually like I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say that like
You're not going to say it?
no, it was not the music I was expecting for what he was doing on the camera.
Oh.
You'd suck
That's
him
all
off.
I'm going to say. That
Just
I don't
say it.
I got it.
Just say if you saw him, you would give him head.
No.
Would you let him give you head?
No.
I think we've covered all the bases.
I was waiting for a gotcha moment.
The real question is, would you let him play with your band? And I mean, like at a concert, not
You mean like as a musician?
Not
and
like-
not about like,
not like play fighter, play or
I would play a show where we would both play on the same card because I feel as though we would bring in a similar crowd.
Okay. That's cool.
Yes. So if you're watching and we are playing in Ottawa, or if you have a show,
I'm not playing.
You know what? Maybe just giving up shit. We have songs out. We
have
could definitely
songs.
do that. We could play a live show. That'd be fun.
We could do like
We just get blasted.
what
And
two co-
basically just do karaoke.
two cubbies. Two covers is the opener for fucking Dead Roots. Because how many covers do we got now?
What do you mean? We have we have Sober,
4.
Hard Rock Bottom of Your Heart,
the
Someone You
Christmas
Loved,
song.
the Christmas song,
Yeah, Montero.
Montero. We have a
5.
full set list.
You just gonna do a Christmas song in the middle of that playlist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Like it, like
Middle of July.
And what is Stefan doing? He's just standing on stage with the camera.
it's not even like a cardboard cutout of a camera.
Oh, he wears like a fucking,
camera suit.
We buy him a mask. That's the camera. Like fucking dead mouse, but a camera.
The camera,
Well, like-
that'd be dope.
And then someone else wears a Stefan mask.
Every time he talks.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That's good.
Or you just have one of those toy microphones that you're running around with, pretending to sing.
I just thought of something like really funny. If we ever did do a show, like
could do it.
it'd be funny if like we had somebody hold up like at the head of like a poster or something like the head of Stefan, and then somebody else like run out with like a long piece of text. Like
oh yeah, or just like the cardboard cutout with like the fucking like you can make like the jaw move because that's what you do.
Yeah.
And someone just runs by with text really fast as he just flicks it.
So, we just have our girlfriends like running by with fucking text. So, just to pretend like Stefan's talking in between.
You
Yep.
could
We
not-
never talk.
Never talk.
You could. It's just like an overhead thing. It's like, now these boys. You could never convince Emma. I don't think you
An
could.
overhead thing of Stefan like saying it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But like somewhat like introducing the next songs.
Now just giving up. Like,
Yeah.
look at the-
Yeah, what's really funny is like
he just says weird like phrases that you've never heard anyone.
what's really funny is this is so much effort just to not have Stefan on stage. This is
So
the
much
most effort.
But-
This is the most effort we've gone into.
But
for
have you
anything.
ever seen that before?
No, I haven't, and that's the cool thing. But it's just like it's Stefan. He's right here. He's not dead.
Oh, we're doing it.
100% we're doing it. And the funniest thing is like Stefan has to be side stage, just watching it.
There's just at least two more
he
people.
can be on-
I'm the one holding the giant mask. I'm the one behind it, controlling the jaw.
That makes
Yeah, but nobody notices up until the end of the set, and you put
exactly.
it down.
Yeah, I just put it down and I walk away. They're like,
Yeah.
look, it's the real one.
like-
Hey, is that the guy holding his face?
Exactly.
They think he's not even part of it.
Zach, would you see this show?
Probably. How far away is it? I don't drive.
Alex will pick you up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring you. The amount of times I've brought my own friends to my shows.
You have a lot of friends that don't drive.
I was like 16.
That makes extra sense. Yeah.
I didn't drive at that point either. What does that even mean?
So how we what?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I must have been at least fucking 19. 18, 19 when
Okay.
I was... no, 19. 19.
I do.
Yep.
Can you drive now?
No.
6.
I own a car, but I can't drive.
Okay.
Okay, that was... none of that had to do with anything we were talking about prior.
I don't remember what we were talking about prior.
I don't know, but definitely not just giving up playing a show.
Yeah.
Hey, I wouldn't believe it. Actually,
That's true.
What? Just giving up playing a show?
yeah. I think that's something like so far out of the realm of my mind. I would do it. I would do it. I can't say that I'd be good at doing it, but I would do it.
Playing a show? I'm looking up unbelievable facts.
Yeah, it's getting feedback. Thank you.
You got the clicks on.
Yeah.
I hate those.
I got the rice cooking
I
in a
don't have the
micro.
clicks on.
They're just to unlock them.
I have nothing.
Oh,
No,
just
there's
like
no
the sound
sound.
of the
I
unlock?
heard something click.
No, dog.
Oh.
All right, I'm just insane.
We
Oh,
have a
yes.
very professional setup here at Just Giving Up. And you
Very.
can expect more of this when Alex books us a live show without anyone else knowing.
Yeah, I thought it. Never mind.
I don't know what's a random fact. Apparently, giant sea turtles tasted so good it took them like decades to actually get one back to England.
What does that mean?
They would take turtles and they're supposed to bring it back to England to be studied, and they would eat them on the way
What?
because they tasted so
Back
good.
in like the 1800s,
Apparently, giant turtles taste exceptionally good.
like giant sea turtles.
Is there
I just don't understand the whole like, hey, especially because how long ago was that? You said?
are they near
In
extinct?
the, like the 1800s.
Yeah. Okay. So the 1800s to go grab a giant turtle, you'd have to like that's like an expedition without fucking maps. Like that is so much effort. That is like. I think it's like 6 months to go grab a turtle. Your sole purpose is to go grab a turtle and bring it back. And you grab the turtle after all that fucking time and effort, and you get back, you're like, I ate it. Like,
Worse than that, they would grab as many turtles as they possibly can and like stack them in the hull because they contained their own water. So they'd kill them as food and water. And then by the time they got back, they're like, oh, we ate them all.
Wow. Jesus.
but like, what's the point of the
like,
expedition then?
imagine-
you're
They
at,
get,
you're
they
at,
get
you're
other
at-
shit, I guess. I don't know.
Why not? Why wouldn't you just like at that point you just lie to them? Like if you're
Didn't
that
get any.
far,
Yeah.
Like why would you be like, oh yeah, we actually had like 8 of them. They were so cool, but
one guy on board.
but we ate them.
Yeah, it's just the one guy on board. You know, everybody's like, no, we didn't find it. He's like, dude, we had like fucking 67.
Bro,
we had turtles to the fucking roof and we ate all of them.
We ate good every week on the ship.
The captain's like, shut the fuck up.
The captain's got a mouthful.
You should have seen it.
Never seen it.
You should see it. You should study it, actually. Oh, that's why we went.
So Again, the past podcast where I was just slightly off screen, I didn't mention when you talked about AJ said he was afraid of AI. I don't think we should be afraid of AI.
Why do you think we should not be afraid of AI?
I think that a lot of the fear about AI is projecting on what a human would do if they had those powers, and there's no reasons to think a robot intelligence would be have the same issues that a human has with power.
So, what my thought instantly on that though is the fact that humans are developing it.
And that could bleed through. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about this? What if the AI show up and they think that, oh, this planet, in order to strive,
You mean aliens?
The AI?
did I say AI? Or
Yeah.
Is it AI?
We're talking about
were you
AI,
talking
bro.
about
We're not talking
aliens?
about
Talking
aliens.
about robots, not aliens. They could be alien robots.
AI.
Welcome back
AI.
to Baked Beyond Belief.
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah. What if they decide that in order to keep the planet safe, and that's what they intend that their sole goal, like what is their goal, I guess, is the question.
Yeah.
But they could change, could they change their mind? They're like, we need to make more robots
Like,
and save the planet.
That's a thing. A paperclip problem or a gray goose scenario is if you tell it.
I love both those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
tell a robot to make paper clips and it will convert the entire world into paper clips because it has no end point.
Yeah.
You can also be like, fill this warehouse with paper clips and it'll fill the warehouse with paper clips and stop.
Oh, I see. I see what
So
you mean.
it's that if you, and that's not even AI, it's just something following your orders without properly communicating it. And it's not like it's not a risk, but we really don't know what the heck artificial brain would, if it would even want anything, because it never gets hungry or thirsty or tired.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to eat or sleep. So it doesn't have the base needs that drive a person to do things. So it could just be
Depressed.
listen to whatever a person says because it doesn't care.
Yeah. It could be.
see, but like, I just can't get over the concept that it's humans that are creating it. So how would that not be written into it?
I feel like humans would create one for war.
Oh, 100% they would. That's already there, man. Unmanned things is already there.
Are you admitting something to the camera tonight?
I'm not admitting anything.
You are
And that's a big
war weapon.
difference.
No.
The artificial intelligence that people use now isn't sentient. It's not real AI.
Yeah.
It's just something that can keep trying things and learn what works better.
So, okay. So then what is real AI?
That
Sentience.
sentient.
I'm not familiar. Like,
So it's like a robot version of you. Like if your brain was made out of wires and memory, but you still had the same concept of I am me, and like you look in a mirror,
Okay.
it's like this is
what
me.
qualifies
Like,
as sentient is also a almost impossible question.
So that's
You
what I'm-
know, it's
yeah.
the I think, therefore I am. You know, you are thinking, and so you can think and you are sentient, but you can't prove another person is because you can't
because
think
you
their
can't.
thoughts.
yeah.
what the fuck? I've never known the definition of sentient, and that just fucked my brain up. Wait, so I know I'm sentient, but I don't know that AJ is sentient because
Yes.
I can't think his thoughts.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if he can think for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he was fake and pretending and didn't make any original thoughts, you could not tell the difference. That's kind of the
That's another reason why people.
So my
would be
life
scared.
could be entirely fabricated, and I wouldn't know.
which the
Yeah,
question then
realistically,
is
yeah.
if you can't tell, it doesn't matter. If real life and fake life is exactly the same,
Yeah, I've always always thought that because people are like, we're in a simulation. I'm like, I don't give a shit. It's still the same. I'm still broke. The simulation sucks. If that's the case, like,
Yeah, this
no,
computer hates
I,
me.
there's aspects of my life that I really enjoy. But, and
Let's dive into that, Alex.
no, let's not. Well, I the things I enjoy, sure.
No, the other.
No, we're okay.
Another thing, I think the fear of AI is what will stop that from ever happening, because people are
yeah.
aware of that issue, and so they will do everything they can to not have it happen.
But what if someone is not having a good time, not having a Baja Blast?
They got their thumb on the big red button.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
They say
I welcome our
commission
robot
the-
overlords.
Yeah,
Commission.
welcome my robot
I will
overlord.
happily live in a zoo.
What will you do for them?
I said live in a zoo.
That's it.
I don't know. Whatever they want me to do, I'll be worse at anything they want me to do.
Then living in a zoo.
No, it's something only a human could do and a robot could not. Would be a human in a human zoo.
Be creative.
That's even questionable, but that's true.
How?
Is
Because what is creativity in people? It's technically making mistakes because you're taking all the input of your entire life, straining it through your own brain, and it makes something kind of different.
I don't know about making mistakes.
Well,
Are you
it's not
saying?
1-to-1?
Are you saying everything
not
that you've
one-to-one, I
ever
agree.
made could not be created by an algorithm?
There's definitely a lot of things, but there's a lot of things that couldn't.
Like what?
Well, specifically like the tone of my voice and how I would have sung. Like for example, the Linkin Park cover.
I bet.
How could
bet-
a system replicate that perfectly of me?
I bet it could. Maybe not now.
Hello.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just
there.
it's a lot quieter.
No,
I'm like hardly
You're
hearing.
the exact same.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's weird as fuck. Okay.
It's okay. You're baked.
Yeah.
I bet it could. Because like if you look at Joe Rogan, like they have so many samples of his voice now. You can take
That's
his
true.
voice and say anything with it, and it sounds like it's pretty much a sentence from him.
Oh,
But also,
deep fake.
if you, but like, imagine you never spoke in your life.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be a lot. Never mind. I was gonna say like, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say there. I'm dumb. I'm stupid.
A true AI can just because it perfectly remembers everything. It could take everything you've ever done, analyze it, and put out something very similar. The question is if that's creative or derivative, and the question in humans then is technically everything's derivative of everything at the same time.
Oh my god. Yeah. As you were saying that, I was like, wait. So does that mean that everything up until this point was calculated by everything up until this point? So therefore, it's not creative. It's a pattern within itself.
So the true creativity is what your brain makes mistakes of. Because that hasn't happened before, but you think it did.
Oh wow.
God,
Oh, I
jeez.
don't want to say that actually.
Why?
Okay.
Huh? What were you about to say?
Veto.
That's fine. Keep going.
No, I want to hear.
No. Because if I have to cut this out, this is going to be annoying. If he actually says something.
No, so yeah, it's fine to veto it.
Yeah, just if he doesn't want to say it, he
Yeah.
doesn't have to say it.
Oh shit! I thought you were on Team Alex.
Yeah, I'm not a fucking. You can't just force me to say things, Alex.
No,
So,
I know
like,
I
I
can't
don't know
force.
what-
I was
I
trying
don't
to
know what-
convince.
I don't know what he was going to say.
You can't just make me do things, Alex. You're not my boss. You're not better than me.
Well, I don't
I
know
thought he
where
was your
any of this
dad.
is coming from. Yeah, I'm your dad. You've said it in multiple. I have so many
Yeah,
times. You've
multiple
called me
times.
dad.
You've called him dad.
And
I can
He's,
hear you.
he's in his rebellious phase. His phase.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm terrible twos.
Yeah.
when have I ever listened to my father?
Are very, wow, my words lost it.
My
Rebellious.
word.
Stefan comes from a very religious family.
That's true.
Don't. Not like super religious.
Yeah, pretty religious.
I mean, more religious
I feel
than
like I'm
me.
trying to tell you how your family is.
Yeah, I was gonna
they're
say,
pretty
like,
religious.
My
Like,
family, probably. My grandparents were Orthodox German Catholic, and it was not good.
Yeah, not that much. Not like deep Catholic.
Yeah, my nana was definitely super Catholic. Religion is another thing that's unbelievable.
We can't do that in the last 10 minutes of the
Yeah.
Until next
Hold
time.
on. Yeah. Hold off that conversation.
Yeah, religion is crazy.
Have you ever heard, and technically you're supposed to say this is it caused people harm to think about before. It is known as one of the dangerous thoughts.
Oh no.
They're watching us. They don't need to know that.
It's
I'm down. Tell me.
Roscoe's basilisk. Have you heard of that before?
No.
I'm
I'm kind of
scared.
surprised Stefan hasn't.
I'm closing
Like,
my
I've heard
eyes.
the name. I don't know what I don't right now. I don't remember what it is.
I'm closing my
So
eyes.
people will be upset I didn't give much of a warning, but I don't take it super seriously. But effectively, the thought that, and it's an AI in that scenario, that if an AI is going to make everything perfect, you should do everything you can in your power to do so. And if you don't, you're evil and it will punish you.
Wait, say that again.
That one.
Oh yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Say that again.
So it's an AI that will eventually make everything perfect. And if you don't do everything in your power to make it happen as soon as possible, you've caused infinity suffering because it's fixed everything between that time. So it judges you as evil and will punish you forever. Basically, it'd send you to robot hell.
That's literally like there's been multiple
So
stories.
everyone but the person who makes it.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But also there's no way to know. The way I feel on it is because time, even if it did and it decided that was the right thing to do, I cannot possibly know that me trying to do anything would speed it up at all.
Wait, so
Yeah.
are you saying
No,
that
you're right.
time is a higher being?
Well, you could it would only be able to theorize what would happen if I did try everything. And because I don't know that information, it either happens and has happened already because it can mess with people,
Yeah.
or it never happens.
I'm with you. I got it.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. Though, like
But
that.
there's a similar related thing where the scientist like tried to see if there was an AI and really wanted it was like trapped in a specific computer and wanted out. It could almost always just convince them. There's like one person in a room with a monitor. It can convince them to let them out almost always because he just tried. He's like, this is the evil thing. If you let this out, the world will be ruined and it'll threaten them and do weird stuff. And it was just him on the other side. And he got to the point where like people knew that was the test he was doing. I can do it. And they sat in the room for a while with him and he convinced them to let him out.
What?
Shit.
Where
See,
is this
that's a scary-
documented? Like,
that's a
I'd
scary
love to
thought.
read that, or like
I
see
forget
it.
the test, but it was a while ago. I forget the guy. I don't remember. But it was a thing that happened.
That's crazy.
That's a wild thought that AI could get that strong where he just like can convince
Well, and-
people that
and he
like,
says-
let me out.
And he's opposed to AI, I think, because he's like, and I did it myself, and AI would be much better at it than me.
Yeah.
But I still, it's also very questionably possible whether
I think
a
I
robot
actually
can
heard of that.
have
Yeah.
a full sentience,
Yeah.
or if there is something about being alive that changes that.
Yeah. See, like I would say I'm team AI with being fine with coming to like if someone made AI, I'm like, okay, I think you'll be good and it won't absolutely destroy us.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
I think there's two
Okay.
basic options. It either gets so much farther than us that it doesn't care
Yeah, it doesn't
absolutely
care.
at all, or it understands that we made it and helps us.
Yeah. Well, there's also the option.
See, but
like,
that second one is going based off of an emotional response to itself. Right?
Yeah,
Because,
we
like
kinda
it
like-
understands
we-
it understands that we made it, therefore it would help us. But something tells me AI wouldn't be very emotionally based, it'd be very logically based.
And that's all true, but also like the thing I was saying, like you can't really kill an AI. You can delete the data technically, but it isn't a thing that can die.
You know where my mind goes here?
Yeah, you're right.
So
Is-
it probably
is-
doesn't have self-preservation because it's not a self to preserve.
Where my mind goes here is if a mosquito was flying around you, you know, you're trying to change the world for a better. Would you hit it?
Like the computer?
No, like I'm thinking about it
would
from
I-
the AI's perspective. Like if there's something like going against this person needs to fucking eat off the land here. It's killing the planet. It's driving around in its fucking cars. It's it's sucking your blood a little bit.
And you are written to save the planet.
And you're written to save the planet.
2 minutes.
You'd squash it.
You'd squash it.
Would I squash it?
You'd have to.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even a
if I
thought.
do-
You could tell the mosquito to stop and it could potentially listen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. The AI could literally write the answers to
laws.
stop it.
Yeah, the new laws. Yeah, like
It doesn't speak English.
What was that where person put like two Siris beside each other and they started speaking in a robot language?
oh, I don't know.
To what?
They put like two Siri type talking to each other.
Oh
things.
yeah, and it started
And they
like
started-
going nuts.
Finding a way to more efficiently communicate than with words. They started making noises at each other.
What the hell? That's crazy. But yeah, so we're probably ending the hour. We're probably at the hour mark now, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to the second Baked Beyond Belief podcast. I've successfully become very baked. I don't know about you boys.
Yep.
I
I'm
started
baked.
off worst and calmed down.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Zach was really baked before. But thank you for tuning in and
They-
check out everything else.
And
I was here the whole time.
thank you, Zach,
You
for
are.
joining us. I appreciate
Zach.
you coming in and blessing us with these facts.
Yeah,
I promise they're at least 40% accurate.
perfect.
Perfect.
40% accurate all the time.
It's a very high percentage of accuracy. But anyways, yep. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.
This is